We all in this life have our share of storms, and thankfully, our moments where we come back down to earth and regain the strength to keep going. And sometimes these moments of strength happen even amidst the worst storms. This is the tangled blessing of life that we often speak about, that somehow in the middle of grief and pain and anxiety, we can also be in touch with unspeakable beauty and hope and joy, gifts that would not have been possible without the struggle, which doesn't make the struggle justified or somehow a blessing in disguise, or any other words that people offer as theoretical comfort when the tangled blessing reveals itself. It's just more, this life is always all of this. Tears and awe, anger and encouragement, love and loss. And in some moments, we just get to experience the fullness of all of it all at once. Or at least we do when we can find our way in those moments through anxiety or defensiveness of all sorts of other ways that we keep ourselves closed off as a way to cope with life's pain. When we open ourselves up instead and surrender to the moment as it is. When we touch not just the pain, but also the joy. Which is not, again, remember, it is not the same as saying that those moments of pain or struggle are okay, or that it's something that we would have wanted. It's just more letting it fully be, being honest about the fullness and the reality of life. And in this place of great receptivity and radical acceptance, we can find our way then to a greater movement, the greater movement of love, the movement that connects us and holds us and calls us on. As we move through this week, I know that many of us find ourselves in that place of struggle or worry or anxiety, maybe remembering some trauma from past election, or overwhelmed with the rising COVID numbers, or feeling losses of other sorts that have piled up, that pile on. The temptation in these days, I know, is to just power through by toughening up, hiding out, putting life on hold until we make our way to better days. But the thing about life is, there's always something. Always. Life is risky all the time. I mean, it is if you live it. And the point is to live your life. And so instead, in these days, these exact days, our invitation is to practice not closing off to the moments as they unfold, but to let the moments simply be. To receive the moments, to receive yourself, to receive life fully as it is. Give up the fight for some other life and be here in this moment, finding the movement here just as we are. In this spirit, I want to turn us now to a time of meditation and prayer. It's a prayer that I wrote actually not too long after the 2016 election. And then Christopher picked it up and turned it all into a song, adding a mantra about breath. That's kind of a theme you'll notice today in the service, to keep breathing. So I invite you in this time to settle in, to find your feet on the floor, to find yourself fully here, and to let the words and the song guide you into a time of release and acceptance and deepening breath.